You're really wise in that regard, is that you spend so much money dumping it back into the business. And by doing that, your content is just so much more advanced than anybody else's. And that's such a big risk, because a lot of people would say, I'm making all this money. Who knows when this is going to end? Let me squirrel this away and make sure that I've got money saved up forever. You just like, fuck it. Let's just spend it.
Let's go hard. Well, it's what I used to call the creators would back in the day reach like 5 million subscribers, and then it was a real inflection point that I would notice where they'd either keep growing or that's where they'd start to teeter off, because it's around the time where they'd start to make good money. And it's either like, okay, now they have a house, they have a car paid off, and like the ones that were really money motivated, they kind of got that security. And so that burning fire that was pushing them to do crazy things, like kind of started to die off. And like, it's like the Fermi paradox. Like for quite a few people, it's around that range is where you see like your favorite creators start to get lazy, upload less, not put as much effort and not care as much. And so, but yeah, I never really had any of that. I just like, you know, I mean, like I probably talked about last time we were on here, I used to live in an apartment that I would share that was $720 a month. So like $360 rent. And I drove a 2006 Dodge Durango that cost a couple $1,000, and I just didn't have any liabilities. So I was just like, screw it. I'll just keep my lifestyle cheap so I can just reinvest it all. And, you know.
God, that's so wise. Most people don't do that. And most people don't have the discipline to work as much as you do.
Well, and the harder part, too, is when you have the pressure of your parents and stuff. And I don't know, I'm weird. Like when my mom would, I mean, as sad as it sounds, like she would literally cry sometimes and be like, man, I'm just so worried you're going to lose everything. Like, what if these videos stop getting views? And I don't know what would come over me, but I'd be like, it'll be fine, Mom. Don't worry. And I just like very calmly just say it to her. I wouldn't argue with her. I'd be like, just have faith. Like,
well, you were right.
I know, and we're great now.
But it's up to parents. Parents always worry about their kids.
Exactly. So I don't think it's like she was doing anything wrong. By all purposes, like she was doing the right thing. It's just so you also have to overcome that pressure as well, because there's so many forces around you where even if you believe in yourself, all it takes is one person like saying something like that puts self-doubt in you, and then you're like, okay, you know. But that's where I'm a big believer. If you really want it, just keep your liabilities low, like live below your means, and that way it's like, you know, it's a little easier to be riskier if you aren't, you know, have all these things you got to afford, because what really changes if you fail?
That's definitely smart. But there's something happens also to people where just the constant grind of work, it diminishes their enthusiasm and they lose their perspective. They lose this perspective of, God, you're so fortunate to be able to do this.
Yeah.
You're so fortunate.
Exactly.
And people just get really complacent. It's so easy for people to just forget how fortunate they are to be able to do what they're doing.
Yeah.
And
I'll admit it. Sometimes I get hit with that where, you know, it'll be a late day of shooting and I'm in an airport and, you know, a bunch of people are following me around and filming me. And I'm like, you know, and you get those thoughts in your head where it's like, is this really the life I wanted? And you like start to like be like, you